Alright, you all know the drill. It's time for some vintage cube. So let's just jump right in and get to it. No power here in the first pack, but we do have some fine cards to choose from. We have 3 different dual lands, although none of them are particularly impressive since they don't add blue, of course, in my opinion. We have a Duretti, Enlightened Tutor, Ponder. Probably just going to go ahead and take Ponder here. Vintage Cube is a lot about the broken interactions, or being able to find those broken interactions, and Ponder is a good start, in my opinion, in doing that. So don't mind taking that as my first pick of the draft. Follow that up with perhaps another blue card as we take a look at this second pack. A couple signets here. Both are fine. We also have a Baleful Strix, Force of Negation, and Frantic Search if we want to stay closer towards blue. Kind of like just taking the Force of Negation here, honestly. Gets to stop all of the broken nonsense that people do, and just a pretty good card in general, so don't mind taking that to follow up a little Ponder. See where we go from here. And now we get some even better cards. Third pick here, we have a Misty Rainforest and a Mox Diamond as my top 2 picks, but then we have like a Leovold, Emry's pretty solid, another Signet, some other cards as well, but I think I'm going to go with one of these 2 cards here. Misty's obviously great, but I like the Mox Diamond, the ability to quickly play out your spells, even faster, and then fixes pretty well as well. So let's take the Mox Diamond there. I think that's the card that has the most potential out of that pack. Pretty good start for us. Let's see. Yeah. And, I mean, Cube is about staying open, of course, just as much as any other draft format, but depending on what you open, this kind of swings things, of course. Like, in Vintage Cube, if you open something like, well, let's say Upheaval, then you might want to lean towards that color, even if blue might not necessarily be the most open. But getting a 4th pick Upheaval, I think, is a pretty good sign. Not passing too much else here. The second best card is probably just Exhume. Leads to the most broken things, of course, but I think Upheaval is going to be good here. We already have Mox Diamond, which is not like amazing with Upheaval, but it's certainly very, very good. Just because you have to discard some extra lands with Mox Diamond, but I mean, if you're upheavaling, then you should have plenty of excess lands in your hand anyways. Oh, okay, and now we get the little Fast Bond action going here. Upheaval Fast Bond is definitely a combo. I'm losing out on a Treachery, which kind of sucks, but I think this, again, has the most potential, and yeah, Fast Bond, we can definitely do some things with that, especially, you can pick up some draw 7 effects, that type of thing as well, so now we're going to be on the lookout for, Wheel of Fortune, Time Twister, Time Spiral. All of those cards get a lot better when you have the Fast Bond. And in fact, there was that, I believe, Ramanap Excavator in the pack prior to the Fast Bond. So if the Ramanap Excavator wheels, we could potentially do some fancy like Strip Mine or Wasteland nonsense if we can get fortunate enough to pick up one of those. I mean, these blue cards are fine here, not too amazing. I'm going to go ahead and just take the Muldrifter over the Turnabout, as unless I'm storming, Turnabout doesn't really do anything in this format, whereas Muldrifter can always just be, a Divination at worst, or nice 5-mana 2/2 flyer if the occasions should arise. This is also cutting off the blue signal, which is, I think, something that we want to do given the cards that we've started with. But it does look like that Reanimator could potentially be open. We just passed a Necromancy in the pack with the Muldrifter, so that is something to watch out for. But wow, getting a 7th pick Mystic Confluence is very, very good. It is slow, and it is expensive for Vintage Cube, but I mean, this card is just way too powerful to pass here for me. I am losing out on a Steam Vents and a Sylvan Caryatid. Both would also be fine choices here, but there's no way I'm just going to pass that Confluence. Okay, and now we're getting to the last dredges of the picks. This is pick 8 here. Wall of Blossoms is pretty medium, all things considered. I think the highest upside card is either like Ancient Grudge or the Inspiring Vantage. Gonna go ahead and take the Grudge. Wouldn't be too hard to splash it. Yeah, seems good. Similar here, I don't think we want any of these blue or green cards. We're not going to really be a creature-based deck. Although with Upheaval, getting a bunch of mana dorks is not terrible. I think here I'd rather take the Enlightened Tutor. It can already find the Fast Bond and the Mox Diamond. And, you know, just could get better and better as we move into the next few packs. Similar to the previous pack, I don't really want either of these green cards. I mean, I guess Harmonize is good. But as far as card draw is concerned, since I'm already pretty invested in blue, we can get better card draw than Harmonize, but I guess it's going to be the pick for now since there's nothing else really. Okay, Green Sun Zenith on the way. I mean, it looks like green could also be open here, so if we start getting some late mana dorks, could definitely run something like that. Okay, and you know what? Cultivate wheeling was another very, very good sign. I can't remember if this was the pack that had the Ramanap Excavator, but hell yeah, Cultivate. Hell yeah, Botanical Sanctum. Okay. Looks like we found a good place to be. And this is just a very common color pairing for me. I won't deny the fact that I am keen to drafting blue-green frequently. But I mean, hey, this is... it looks like we're in the right seat for blue-green. And, I mean, even we picked up the Razorverge Thicket on the wheel, too, for the Enlightened Tutor. Was kind of nasty. All right, anyways, this is pick... one of the second pack, and again we didn't open any power. That's something that I will always call out. Oh man, we didn't get lucky, we didn't open up power. But Consecrated Sphinx here looking real juicy. Great card to ramp into, keeps your hand full. Other good cards in the pack: Borrower, Tutor, Wrenn and 6, Bad Mana Dork, some other stuff as well, but I think Sphinx is the route we want to go currently. And see from there. As we get past a Memory Jar and a Search for Tomorrow, probably the top two picks for me. Memory Jar is like the least exciting of the draw 7 effects that I want to find, but I do have that Enlightened Tutor, so we can always Enlightened Tutor for Memory Jar, which is not nothing. I almost think that Search for Tomorrow might be better than Jar in this particular scenario, especially since we already have so many good ramp cards. So I'm just going to take the Search for Tomorrow here. And I mean, we have a lot of other card draw anyway, so it's not like the Jar is a huge pickup. So we'll go with just the Search. And now a Balance. Oh man, I do like a good Balance. And I'm already planning on splashing white anyways. Is it better than Brainstorm? Probably. It's more powerful, certainly. Oath of Druids here, also kind of interesting. I only have the Muldrifter and the Sphinx right now as creatures, so it wouldn't be hard to like cut the Muldrifter, pick up some fat like Progenitus or whatever that comes around late. But I think I'm going to take the Balance here. Notable mention of Phantasmal Image as well, but let's just take that Balance. And, ooh, okay. Found ourselves a Mirari's Wake, Vendilion Click, Chart a Course, and an Everflowing Chalice. All very good pickups in the deck that I think I'm building. I'm going to go ahead and take the Chalice here because it's the cheap ramp. And it's great with, for example, the Balance that we just took. And it's also good with Upheaval. So let's go with the Chalice. Wouldn't mind finding ourselves some more cheap ramp cards like that. Ooh, and now we have a Nissa. That is certainly very tempting. Card is amazing with Upheaval, obviously. If I don't take Nissa, I guess I'm taking Spellseeker, because Spellseeker can tutor for, what, Balance and Ponder and the other tutor, but I think I'm going to take the Nissa here. The power of this card is just way too high, even in a vintage cube. I think it's the way we want to go. And now that we have Nissa, I don't know if Kozilek is a bad pickup. It might be better than Woodfall Primus, for example. I think I might try that. I'm going to put it into the sideboard for now, but something of a consideration for sure. Wow, another really good pack here. Teferi, Cobra, Miscalc. You know, it's hard to pass Teferi when I'm already planning on playing some amount of blue-white, but I mean, realistically, I don't know if that's a card that actually fits this deck all that well. I think it might actually be the Miscalculation that's better. Just some early interaction. It cycles later as well, so I I think that's probably the better pick. Okay, and again, 8th pick here, 2nd pack. Let's just take the Gargaroth. Not particularly useful. It is a very powerful card, but not really the creature that you're looking for. But yeah, some few nice pickups there in the at the start of that 2nd pack. I think we're really just missing some good fixing now. What was there? I think there was a Temple Garden in the 1st pack that I lost out on. Okay, on the wheel, Repeal, Light, Orb, Thragtusk. I think all 4 of these cards have considerations. I don't know if this is necessarily a Winter Orb deck yet. But it isn't awful. Like, we have some fast mana, we have some artifact mana. Banishing Light is whatever, it's bad with Upheaval anyways, and Repeal is fine, but I'm going to try taking the Orb and see if we can maybe abuse that. Okay, Tezzeret now could be very good as well, especially if we pick up some more artifact mana in the last pack. Take it over Land Tax or Gideon. There's that Oath of Druids. You know what? We're going to take that. It's very easy to cut the Muldrifter here and make the Oath of Druids something really powerful. Chart a Course here over nothing. Good pickup. We'll take a Gush because we're not playing Warden. And yeah, now we have... Oh, you know what? I picked up that Kozilek. What am I talking about? We have a perfect card for Oath of Druids already. Okay, yeah. And how about a Mana Drain, Blightsteel Colossus, Time Warp, Fractured Identity? Holy smokes, this pack is also insane. Oh, man. I mean, it's hard to pass a Mana Drain, but I could actually see Fractured Identity being a better card. It's just, when the upside of this card is just way too high, you know? Sometimes you cast this on turn 2 or 3, and then you play something 4 turns in advance, 3 turns in advance, and all of a sudden, you know, it's hard to lose the game. So I think I take the Mana Drain here. The card I'm missing the most is the Fractured Identity, and then secondary is like the Colossus, but Drain is way too powerful. Ooh, and a little Mox Emerald is a treat. Wow, that's so hard to pass, but there's a Time Spiral in the pack as well, in addition to Remand, Signet, Top, and Crucible Fast Bond if I had taken or found a Strip Mine, but I mean, hard to pass power here. I think Time Spiral is probably very, very close in power level, especially since I do have the Fast Bond, but again, kind of hard to pass a Mox. And yeah, this is going to be a perfect Shelldock Isle deck. I like the Karn, I like the Dak. I think this is going to be too good of a Shelldock Isle deck to pass, though, so probably just got to take that. There's a Progenitus too now, if we want to Oath of Druids into that. It's not crazy. Okay, I'm fine with that. Not really losing anything. We don't want to take Venser or Master since they're bad with Oath of Druids, and even though I don't have a secondary way to cheat out the Progenitus, it might, like, we could potentially get like a Eureka or a Show and Tell, you know, and then maybe that works. Okay, Karakas, Tundra, Heartbeat could be interesting. I think this is just an easy Tundra though, right? I was talking about needing fixing, and Tundra is a pretty nice one. Good pack though. Mystical Tutor. We're not running Finale. Mystical Tutor gets what? Mana Drain, Balance, and Upheaval are the top 3 hits, I would imagine. But then it gets a ton of secondary cards, right? We can get like Confluence, Harmonize, Force Negation. Could even Mystical Tutor for Enlightened Tutor to go find, you know, my Oath of Druids if we really needed to backdoor that way. But card seems okay. Okay, there's that Eureka I was talking about. I don't actually think we want it, though. Eureka is a very, very scary card. More so even than Show and Tell, so I think I like, maybe even just taking the Orzhov Signet here. Yeah, we're definitely not playing the Eureka. Hey, nice Savannah on the wheel too. Perfect. Actually, how did I not notice that Savannah was here? Because this is the wheel, right? Wow. Glad to get that back. Okay, and we got the Time Warp back. We don't want to take the Findhorn Elves because it's really, really bad with Oath of Druids, but Time Warp could really make this deck tick for sure. And the top. All right, I'm in for this. Conqueror's Death, Revelation. I think we're more likely to want the Condemn for like an aggressive deck. Oh man, if we had taken the Karakas, we would have had Venser Karakas, but we did not take the Karakas, and I don't think Karakas wheels anyways, but we'll take it just in case. Man, super late Courser too. And it's so good with Fast Bond and the top. I actually wonder now if the deck is better cutting these. That's interesting. Courser Fast Bond is really, really nice. And top. I wonder if that could be worth it. I can definitely cut the Winter Orb here now too. Or I could always just run the Oath of Druids with the Courser as one of my hits, even though it's not like ideal. Maybe I'm trying to do too many combos with this deck. I kind of like it though. Oath of Druids, Kozilek, Progenitus. Throw them all in the deck. Oh, Tezzeret's a cut now. Pretty easy. We can probably cut Chardacourse pretty easy, and then I can get these three in. Okay, I might try this. We're going to have 3 good hits for Oath of Druids and then 1 bad hit. But the thing is, the Courser is just so good with Fast Bond and top that I think it's worth the risk. I would probably need to cut 1 more card here, though. I mean, I guess maybe I could cut what? Maybe it is just the Mystical Tutor finds Upheaval. It's too good. Could be Search for Tomorrow, I suppose, or Cultivate, or I suppose Is It Signet is actually the worst ramp card, isn't it? Yeah, because Cultivate and Search for Tomorrow can at least get any color, whereas Order of Signet just has white. That seems better to me. Okay, I like this deck a lot. I mean, we might have some problems, sure, but for the most part, it looks really good. And you know what? Look at my fixing. My fixing is A+ as well. In fact, I only need to run 1 basic plains to tutor up with like Cultivator Search for Tomorrow. We don't need any mountains or swamps for Progenitus. Thank you very much. And then we can run a bunch of green and blue lands. So I get 11 basics here. 5 islands would give me 5, 6, 7, 8 blue sources. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 green. Let's go inverse of that. 6, 7, 8, 9 blue sources. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Green sources seems good. We definitely need double blue more than we need anything else. All right, I like it. Let's save this and yeah, go to the first round. Okay, here we are for round 1 of this Vintage Cube draft with our Bant Oath Ramp deck. And looks like a pretty good hand overall, actually. What are we going to Mystical Tutor for is the real question. And do we want to Mystical Tutor anything on turn 1? Maybe. I'm going to go ahead and run out the diamond. And just pass. This hand is really good with balance, so I think it's worth keeping. Could even just grab like Ponder here with the Mystical Tutor if I wanted to. Let's take a look and see. There's also the possibility that I could just wait if I wanted. Or we could grab Cultivate, but grabbing Ramp is super awkward. In fact, it might even just be better to wait and see what we draw naturally before we decide on what we want to do with the tutor. Island and Academy Ruins for the opponent, who has a Grim Monolith. Okay. Okay. I'm going to go ahead and fire off the Mystical Tutor and maybe just get Mana Drain. Play it safe. And the nice thing about Mana Drain is it lets us sit behind it for a while and not necessarily do anything. I'm still going to play out my land, but... Like, I mean, I don't think they're going to do it, but if they do cast a 6-drop into my Mana Drain, I get to Kozilek next turn. Kind of funny. But it's very possible we just sit back and play the draw-go game for a while. Oh, they have a Tolarian Academy too. Okay. So they're definitely on the artifact deck. With Ruins, I would imagine they probably have a Mindslaver somewhere. Yeah, we'll just go keep playing our lands and passing. End of turn, Thirst for Knowledge. We're going to let that resolve. Close to countering that and then playing out the Kozilek. Oh, they discarded a Relic of Progenitus. I mean, we could even just balance next turn as a way to make them discard, what would it be, like 3 or 4 or 5 cards, depending on what they do here. I mean, it's a little bit awkward playing face up with the Mana Drain, but sometimes you just got to do it, you know? Narset. Yeah, that seems like a card I want to Mana Drain. A little bit unfortunate as I don't have a way to utilize the mana off of this, but who knows? Maybe we'll draw something. Alright, looks like they're going to play something post-Narset. Looks like Tinker. If this is just a Blightsteel Colossus, we're going to get them really good with balance. Or Inkwell Leviathan, sure. That's great. Good for us. Time Warp, huh? Okay. Well, I can actually Time Warp here into balance. And this is going to make the opponent not only discard 4 cards, but they lose their Inkwell Leviathan. Kind of disgusting. Just a casual 5 for 1? Oh, maybe they have a force, I don't know. It hasn't resolved yet. Oh gosh, the suspense. The tension. Do you have it? What's it gonna be? There, alright, so they discarded, let's see. Tezzeret, Golos, Dynamo, Daze. Oh, we just had enough to pay for Daze, poor opponent. So now they're just left with 1 card, and I'm about to take an extra turn. And that's a pretty good card to draw. Let's be real. Now, they do have Tolarian Academy, or not Tolarian Academy, they have Academy Ruins, so if they really want to, they can, like, upkeep, put the Dynamo on top or something, but I mean, I guess they would put the Monolith on top. It doesn't really accomplish too much, though. So they have Monolith and 1 Unknown in their hand. We're going to hold the Mystic Confluence and counter their Monolith and draw 2 cards. Seems very powerful. Okay. So remember, they can't pay 3 because the Academy currently doesn't add any mana. So it's okay to make it so they only pay 3 and then I can draw 2. cultivate and a top, or cultivate and a savanna. Cultivate's actually pretty good here, as what I can do first is play the top, look at the top 3 cards, and see if we want any of these cards. And I think the answer is yes, right? I think we definitely want the Courser. Yeah, so let's draw the Courser. Let's go ahead and play the Courser out, and then we'll play the land from our hand to gain a life. This actually looks like a game where I'm just going to hard cast the Kozilek. Let's see if they put their Grim Monolith on top again. Nope. Just a pass of the turn seems good for us. We know we have a land on top. And once more, let's play the top. Look at the top 3, see if there's anything we want to keep. Ponder's pretty good. So what we're going to do is, well, I guess Ponder's not super necessary though. I'd rather just cultivate, ramp, and thin. And then we do have a Sanctum on the top of our library, that's fine. We can, end of their turn, shuffle it so that something else is on top that we draw, and then the land is underneath that. Are they going to get their Monolith back again? No, they got something else back, it looks like. They put the Dynamo back on top. Okay, seems good. Let's go ahead and spin. So let's draw the Ponder. And then we can play this Sanctum off, or play the island off the top. 5, 6, 7, 8. This is not land number 9. Let's Ponder here. Shuffle 3 lands away. Drew a land. Another land revealed on top. Let's look at the top. Found a Consecrated Sphinx. All right, let's draw that. Okay. Attack for 2, and then it's the opponent's turn. Oh, they have end of turn effects. Nope, just kidding. All right, so how much mana do they have? They have 8 mana currently. 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, they have 8 mana currently. I have to be worried about them getting Mindslaver available. In fact, if they have Mindslaver here, they can Mindslave me. Oh, Dueling Sphinx, huh? Okay. Well, this is interesting. So if they draw 2, I can choose to draw 4. But I don't think we want to do that. I think what we're going to do is just Upheaval here. And then replay our Courser, replay our Mox Diamond, play out the top, play out our Shelldock. Looks like they're going to give it up. Seems good to me. Alright, this looks like a match where Oath is not particularly useful. So we can probably just cut the Progenitus. Bring in like Muldrifter. Cut the Oath. Bring in Chart a Course. Probably bring in Venser. Cut the Kozilek. I was thinking about keeping the Kozilek to maybe hard cast it. Oh, you know what? Maybe the Gargaroth is actually good versus them too. I could absolutely see bringing in Gargaroth. I'm not sure what I would cut though. Maybe I can just cut Harmonize. Is that awkward? Let's try it like this. And then, yeah, let's go to game 2. But they didn't play very many creatures, so the Oath would just be chilling there for a while. Ooh, this hand's great. Keep that for sure. As they have turn 1 Island pass. Okay. I wonder if I'm supposed to Enlighten Tutor for like a mana rock here. I don't think we need to yet. I think I'm just going to Ponder and then hold up Mana Drain starting turn 2. That's probably okay to shuffle away. Don't think the Cultivate is all that important. It was a green source, which I don't have yet, but I don't think that's the end of the world. This looks like a Hangerback Walker or something. Yep. Can always tell by the way that the mana empties the mana pool. Mox Diamond, not a bad draw. Definitely going to play that out here. As it lets me hold up Mana Drain plus Enlighten Tutor. Ooh, Tinker. Or sorry, Tolarian Academy with Hangerback Walker is real nice. And do we want a tutor? I mean, turns out Oath of Druids would have been good here. I could just get Mox Emerald if I really want to. Actually, I think I'm going to do that. Let's go Enlighten Tutor for Mox Emerald. Yeah, instead of top. I like that. Because it's great for balance purposes. It's still making a pseudo land drop. Yeah. Is this Thirst for Knowledge end of turn? Oh, Petty Theft my Mox Diamond. Oof. Well, that's rude. All right, I'm going to go ahead and Mana Drain that. That's too important. That's basically killing a land if I let that resolve. I think I only get 2 mana next turn and not 3 from the Mana Drain effect. All right, so they're going to do something with 4 mana here if they're attacking with their Hangerback. Or they're just holding up something to do with 4 mana. Alright, so I have 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 mana. I mean, honestly, I think I'm just going to play my land and pass. I'm content holding up Venser and Mystic Confluence. Sure. Repeal my Mox Diamond. That is very annoying. Alright, I guess I'm going to float blue in response. I don't think I'm going to Confluence that, though. I don't want to get my Mystic Confluence dazed, is the only issue. So I think I'm going to go with Venser here. And probably just bounce their Hangerback. Kind of a weak play for sure, but you do what you got to do. Oh, they didn't float any mana in response with the Academy, so they can only play it out for 1. Alright, slight misplay on their part. Chart a course, not a bad draw. So let's attack for 2 and go charting. Okay, Shelldock Isle and Force of Negation, good draws. And we get to Shelldock Isle and Muldrifter, not too shabby. Sure, Rakdos Signet. Now their Teleran Academy taps for 2. What are they gonna do? Uh-oh, this looks big. Golos, okay. Well, they already have their Teleran Academy on the battlefield, so that doesn't seem the worst for me. Field of Ruin, okay, that's kind of annoying. They can kill my Shelldock Isle. Upheaval, that's not the draw I wanted. So I might be running into a daze here if I do anything. I guess I'm just going to pass. I don't want to cast the Confluence on my turn since I get wrecked by daze. If I play it on their turn, then I can actually Force of Negation something back if they have a counter. And if they use the Field of Ruin here on my Shelldock Isle, then I can float mana in response. Ooh, this is good for us. Chumping means we make our balance much better. Yeah, as expected. So I have 2 ways to go about this. I can float. I can try to Mystic Confluence. Oh wait, no, never mind. That doesn't matter now. Don't listen to me. Yeah, we just let this resolve. Looks like we want to get another forest here. But now we can draw 3 cards or Confluence while holding up a way to pay through days. Solemn Simulacrum. That's okay to resolve. Our plan is just to balance or upheaval next turn anyway. So let's draw 3 here. We could also bounce the hanger back and draw 2. Because the hanger back would leave tokens for their academy, but I think we just want to go the full draw 3. If we have a backup upheaval anyways, then that doesn't really matter. All right, good hits. So let's start by Mox Diamond, pitching Savannah, Time Warp. The only problem was the Savannah would have let me go Nissa into balance, but I mean, I could just upheaval here if I wanted to. I guess there's no true reason to do that, though. Feels like I want to just play out Nissa. Tap the forest, untap the forest, play Courser. Looks like they might try to daze me in response. Oh, they just have straight up counterspell. Okay, never mind. Looks like they have multiple counters in their deck. All right. Well, that's not the worst. Wonder if it was wrong for me to Mox Diamond then. They have infinite mana now. This turn. 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 or something. Hopefully they just attack and play out their, whatever it's called, the 7-11. Inkwell Leviathan. Ugin. They only have one card left in their hand? Alright, I'm going to let Ugin resolve. So, the bad news is I don't play around days if I just go for the upheaval. There is merit to waiting a turn. I think I might want to wait a turn here. Let's go like Courser first. See if there's a land on top. Okay, gain the 1 extra life from that land on top. Then cast Cultivate. Oops. Do they have the days? Perfect. Alright, so now I'm super glad we played around that. Because they don't have lethal on the board, they have no cards in their hand. They can put me to 1 currently, but my best guess is that they attack with everything and then shoot the Courser afterwards. Or maybe they just -3 the Courser and attack for 7. But again, 7 is not 8. Yep, so this is a forced block on the Golos, otherwise I die. I mean, it sucks that the Courser's going to die here, because it would be a great card to have right after Upheaval, but I think we're in okay shape, all things considered. We get to play a bunch of lands out, so we don't have to discard either. We get to play our Mox. We get to play a land. We get to play our other Mox. Pitch that. Yeah. And now we just can hold up Force of Negation for their first relevant play. They can't do anything turn 1, right? Their best play is like land, pass, and then play Signet turn 2. So they just have to discard a bunch of cards here. Kind of funny. The problem is going to be, do I have enough win cons left in my deck? Nissa's gone. Courser's gone. We have, what? Consecrated Sphinx. What else? I can't actually recall too many win cons. I don't have a reshuffle. I didn't have the Time Spiral or the Time Twister. I guess it's just draw the Consecrated Sphinx and hope it's good enough, because, yeah, I've got nothing going. Oh my gosh, I have nothing going on. As they just discard a bunch of lands, the Hangerback Walker and Ugin, sure. I think we do counter Signet here, as bad as it is. Stops them from ramping, makes their Academy worse. Oh boy. I'm not going to say this is a problem, but this is, in fact, a huge problem. Yep. The secret's out. My hand is garbage. Sure. Relic, whatever. Fast Bond's funny, but It doesn't, like, I don't think I want to play out these lands right now. I guess we just lose, realistically. Yeah, there's their Solemn. Oh boy. Miscalculation. They're going to be able to pay through a miscalc next turn for Golos, so I think we just cycle. Oh, we did sideboard in Gargaroth. Okay. Well, that's useful. And in fact, you know what I should have done this turn? I think I made a big mistake. I think I should have played Fast Bond, played out all my lands, gone to 1 life, and then balanced. Because that would have eaten their entire hand and left me with the Gargaroth on the battlefield. Yeah, that might have been a big mistake. Wow. Brutal. Played too fast, got too excited. I would have had to sacrifice 3 lands, but they'd be left with no cards in hand, and it would be Gargaroth versus Solemn. Now they have the opportunity to like Golos here or something. I don't know. Sure, Golos, float 1 mana. Get another island, Emry. Ooh, they're close to milling out before I do now, too. So yeah. I guess we're going to make that play. Let's play the land. Let's play the Fast Bond. Let's go to 1. Empty out our hand. Fire off the balance. I get to keep 6 lands. But they have to sacrifice 2 creatures and discard their hand. They had Portal, Karn, and Tezzeret. Okay, well, Tezzeret was not going to be beatable for me. Obviously, they keep the Emry. But we can attack now for 6, and we get to do some business here. The question is, what's better? I wonder if it's drawing a card right now. Try to find my Sphinx instead of gaining 3. Damn. So they have Hangerback Walker, Portal, Solemn, and Golos. I mean, I guess they just get like Golos back. Such a strange game. The reason I didn't make a 3/3 is because if they just cast Golos, it immediately gets bricked by it, you know? But I mean, I guess I could make multiple 3/3s. I don't know. The fact that I know I have a 4/6 flyer still in my deck prompted me to draw an extra card. We'll see what they plan to do here, though. All right, they're getting their Solemn. Interesting. So they want the ramp for some reason still. And now they have fewer cards in their library than me if they do thin out their deck. Yeah, they're at 6. Okay. Now what? Narset? Okay, sure. Well, now I can't draw extra cards. So that makes it easy. I mean, I guess they're trying to find their... Oh, there's the Sphinx. I guess they're trying to find their Mindslaver. I'm just going to attack face. And we're going to start pooping out 3/3s. They just took it. All right. So I can still draw 1 card on their turn, not 2. I don't know if Mystical Tutor gets anything anymore, but... we'll see if they have the Mindslaver. Tinker? Wait, what? So I guess they're going to tinker and die? I'm so confused now. Ah, Glenelendra Archmage. Okay, well, I might as well fire this off in response. See if there is anything I can hit. And the answer is no. We have 2 lands, Chalice, Top, and the Search for Tomorrow. Okay, this is Tinker for their 7/11, right? So I guess we die. Wow. The 7/11 blocks the 6/6. Sphinx chumps. Sphinx gets chumped by Glenelendra. Oh, man. Yeah, what a game. I think we just lose. I got nothing. Just attack everything at them, and maybe they don't realize they have Trample. I have Gargaroth Trample. Bad news, they noticed. All right. This is a May draw card, yeah. Let's go to game 3. Holy smokes. What an intense game 1. I guess I need to bring in more win cons, eh? Maybe I should just bring back the Kozilek. Or even Winter Orb. They don't actually have that many artifacts. Like, just to slow them down a teeny bit. Strange. Very strange. Okay. Yeah, Kozilek in, I guess. God, I could just bring in a random Adonto Vanguard. It seems funny as hell, too. I mean, maybe Oath isn't terrible versus them? I don't know. I definitely don't have very many win cons, but I guess I'm going to try it like this. The counterspell on the Nissa is what killed us, really, I guess. Very strange game indeed. Oh, also needing to chump with Courser. That was really bad. Otherwise, I would have had a lot more life to work with. Because with the fast spawn and the Courser, I could just play out my entire hand. But all right, game 3 of the first round. Looks like an easy keep to me. We need to play Forest. That way any land unlocks the Courser next turn. If they don't play anything turn 1, then I'm probably just going to cycle the Miscalculation because I need to find a land here. Wait, Swamp. Alright, well I don't actually care about Relic, so they can have that. And yeah, just need to find a land, really. Ooh, or Mox Emerald. Mox Emerald into land off the top would be amazing. Darn. Okay. We get to Chalice on 2 next turn, I guess. Means this might be a hard cast Kozilek game. There's their Tolarian Academy already. Baleful Strix. We did not see that game 1. That must be a sideboard card from them as well. As we're drawing a Nissa next turn. Okay. I mean, if they just pass, then it's going to be pretty telling that they have a counter, but it was specifically counter spell that they had. Yeah, they're tapping out. Is this Thief of Sanity? Holy smokes, they are bamboozling me. And we hit Shelldock Isle off. Nice. Okay. Yeah, they said they have to try to end the game. I like their plan. So let's go like this. And I think we go Nissa. Balance now. I have to sacrifice 2 lands, but they have to sacrifice a creature and they have to discard 5 cards, so I think that's worth it. So if they lose the Strix, that's a mana gone. If they lose the Thief, then that's a relevant threat gone. And then we can untap post-combat. They discarded Tezzeret, Golos, Grim Monolith, Rakdos, Signet, and a Hangerback Walker. Good hits. All right. So I don't think we get to look at what they took. Oh, but if they only hit 2 other forests, then we know they took Sphinx. They have a follow-up Emery. That's a good play. We're drawing Venser, though, which means we get to bounce their Thief of Sanity here. Oh, wait. I have to tap like this. So let's play Venser. I think I like bouncing Thief instead of the Emery. And then we're going to go ahead and animate the Shelldock Isle. Like, we're just on the beat 'em down plan here, even though animating these relevant creatures is super awkward. Keep activating their relic on me, sure, whatever. Okay, they cast the Monolith from graveyard. What else do they have? 5 mana now. Thran Dynamo, very nice. And the follow-up, last card in hand. Oh, just untap the Monolith, sure. So they're dead. GG's. 3, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 on board. What a crazy first match. Holy smokes. Yeah, maybe I don't have enough win cons in this deck. But, hey, it's fun. Let's go to round 2. Alrighty, here we are for round 2 of this vintage cube draft. We are on the draw with an unplayable hand. Go to 6. Pretty unplayable 6 as well, all things considered. I think this is just a keep and hope we get there. Pitch the Kozilek. If we find 1 green source, we can start ramping, and with Upheaval, anything is possible, really. Turn 1 Strip Mine. Oh my gosh. I hope I draw Mox Emerald. Okay, well I guess I'm just going to play the island and let them strip. Need to find a green source. As they have a Riftwing Cloudskate now. Okay, so they are gonna do some business to me. Oh, there's the fast bond too. I guess I'm gonna go ahead and Shelldock and just eat something irrelevant. like land. And then if they strip mine the shell dock, it's not even a big deal. Oh, they just hit the regular land. Maybe huh. They hit the regular island. What does that mean? I guess they're gonna bounce. They're planning on bouncing my Shelldock Isle with Cloudskate. That has to be one of our worst possible draws. Another match where Oath of Druids is probably not at its best. Sad to say. I still feel like them strip mining my Shelldock Isle was probably a better play, but who am I to say? Muldrifter, sure. Pretty tame as far as 5 mana things they could do that turn are considered. Let's draw Forest here, would be ideal. Oh man. Alright. Guess we just pass. I mean, at least balance might be good. It's also a way for us to get this Progenitus out of our hand. Alright, damage has been dealt. I am at 16. No land, pass. Found another blue source. Where is my green? Oh, there's 3 green spells gone. Or 3 green lands gone. All on the bottom of our library now. Yeah, I mean, I'll discard the Progenitus. That shuffles all the green lands back. Even though that means I have a chance at redrawing the Progenitus. Well, they're still missing lands as well. I think I'm going to wait one more turn before firing off balance. Obviously taking 4 every turn is not ideal, but the opponent's not doing anything. I don't want to just run balance into a counter. See if I can find like a green source for Cultivate first. Two mana, what are they doing here? Oh, they're gushing! Whoa! Wow, they actually made my balance worse by bouncing their 2 lands. That's actually insane for them. Man. That sucks for us. I wonder if they just untap their Grim Monolith now. Basalt Monolith, okay. Well, they have to discard 2 cards. Yeah, this balance is so much worse now. It's gross. Gideon Jura and then Vala discarded. I'd have no idea what's going on. I mean, I obviously can't take these hits forever. All right. I suppose let's fire off the balance. Worst balance I've ever seen. Remand, okay. That's not that bad, I suppose. We'll suspend the search for tomorrow. Gets an extra card out of our hand. And now we can balance plus hold up mana drain next turn, which is kind of nice. So what we want to do is actually, we want to go to our second main phase, though, before we fire off balance. Because if they have a counter, a secondary counter for balance, I want to do it in my second main phase so that the mana drain gives me mana on my next turn and not in my second main phase when I'm not going to have any left, you know? Suppose I should have floated here. Because I do have to sacrifice a land, and ideally I would sacrifice this island. Although, I guess I can just sacrifice the forest now, since I have Search for Tomorrow coming off of Suspend next turn. They do have Counterspell, though. Perfect. So we're going to go ahead and mana drain that. Hope they don't have last card Mana Tithe or something. And now we can just sacrifice the Shelldock Isle. So they lose their creatures. And we're going to get 2 extra mana on our next main phase. What a strange game. Jace the Mind Sculptor. That's pretty good. Immediately Brainstorm. Okay. Alright, let's go searching. Go grab another second forest, finally. Ooh, only 2 more forests left in the deck. Kozilek, what are you doing here? Alright, so we get the 2 mana floating. I guess let's cultivate. Play our land for turn. Do I want to harmonize, or do I want to hold up Miscalc is the real question. This is tough. There are pros and cons to both. I guess I'm just going to pass here with Miscalc open. Hope they tap out for something here end of turn. Or rather, not end of turn, but this turn. If they don't, I think we just draw naturally. Because if we hit another land... Oh, I was going to say, if we hit another land, I can Confluence plus Miscalc, but that doesn't do it. So, I guess we just land pass. They're going to untap an artifact. Yeah. Okay, I don't really mind them fate sealing me. We can easily draw through that. They left a card on top, though. Sure. Alright, so let's just draw it. Probably a land, I don't mind. I'm in no rush here. I want them to pull a trigger first. I really wish I had like a Gitaxian Probe so I could look at their hand. Alright, now they're going to draw 3 again. They have 3, 6, 10, 11. They have 12 mana. Holy moly. 13 mana now. Is it about time for them to play a relevant threat? Yes, I would consider that a relevant threat. All right, let's full miscalc or full confluence that. They can actually pay if they tap all of their monoliths. But this is counter bait / tap out bait. What a very weird game. Oh, are they just gonna pay? Oh, they have a force of negation. Okay, well, I guess I can't do anything about that one, can I? Sure. And, I mean, they have 2 mana floating, so I'm not even going to bother miscalc. I'll just cycle the miscalc. Alright, they're going to bounce their monolith and recast it looks like. I have to go for the upheaval now next turn, and just hope they don't have a secondary counter. Oh, they're tapping their monolith for that, though. Why would they tap their monolith? Because they want to hold up double blue, I guess. Well, that's no good for me. I mean, I guess they just have another counter. There's not much I can do about that, eh? Although I guess they don't have pressure. Maybe I just go for the Harmonize this turn first. Let's do that. Maybe bait out a counterspell with Harmonize. Okay. This is quite awkward, to say the least. If I don't play a land, I can discard Progenitus, but I guess we do want to play a land if we're planning on upheavaling next turn. I mean, maybe they don't have another counter, but maybe they just didn't care about the Harmonize. All right, they're going to brainstorm again. Force of negation, counterspell, remand. All things that are not good for us to know. And they're just passing. Okay. I mean, I guess I jam Kozilek then. Like, if they're not going to do anything, we can just do this, no problem. They can counter this, but then it reshuffles my graveyard, which is not irrelevant, I suppose. Let's play out the Mox. Do they have like a daze? Or what is this? Oh, instant speed, fractured identity, Kozilek. Alrighty then. I will concede and go to the next game. Alright, this is going to be a terrible matchup for us. They just have way too many counters. Again, this is another terrible Oath of Druids matchup too. Man. Like, legit, I just cut these. Bring in, like, Adonto Vanguard. Gargaroth. I guess I bring in Winter Orb as well. Moldrifter and Venser. Cut the search for tomorrow, especially since we know they have Teferi, they could negate it. And I guess maybe now cut the Mystical Tutor, or the Balance even. Yeah, I'll just cut the Mystical Tutor. Oh man, some very strange matches. This is not a deck we wanted to fight against, obviously. Hand looks great, though. Yeah, we'll go ahead and lead on the tap land. Not very good hits, but I suppose a Moldrifter is better than nothing. We have Courser in top. So I guess I'm going to play the Thicket next turn. Oh, maybe they just strip me. That's fine. Just play the Thicket next turn. Since, unless we draw an island, but... Actually, yeah. Island, top. And then, we're just going to draw naturally for the turn. If we draw an island, great, we can hold up Mana Drain. If we don't, then we can play the Thicket and set up for a turn 3 Courser. Force of Negation's a good draw. We have plenty of counter magic. The problem is I don't put pressure out fast, which is why I brought in like this Adanto Vanguard. I mean, if they play a Monolith here, the question is would I counter it? Maybe. Suspend Riftwing. All right, this gives us an opening if we find a green source to play the Courser. We did not. But that's okay. Still lets us hold up our counters. The problem is them suspending means they can just pass because they have technically some action coming up. Soulfire Grandmaster. All right, I'll definitely just counter that. That gives us enough mana to Time Warp next turn. Oh, and they're missing land drops. Great. Yeah, I guess we Time Warp. Oh, wait, we can Sphinx. Never mind. What am I talking about? Draw the Sphinx, Kenji. Draw the Sphinx, you're getting 2 mana. Now, I cannot play around a Daze or a Force of Will, because I can only Force of Negation on their turn for free, but... if this resolves, we're going to be looking pretty good. Nice. I would love to draw 2 cards. Thank you so much. And now since we drew another blue card, I can Confluence and Force. So we're just going to draw, play land, pass. I guess attack for 4 and pass. Riftwing gets off of Suspend. They attempt to cast it. We go Confluence, counter twice, and draw a card. They go for the counter spell. I go for the Force of Negation on their counter spell. Bada boom, bada bing. Confluence draws us a card. They draw for turn. I drew out 2 more cards. Looking like a snack. Yeah, and the opponent just gives up after that. Don't blame them. I mean, they don't know that my deck is really shallow on actual win cons, but don't blame them in the slightest there. Okay, more of that. That was good. Let's submit and go to game 3. Oh man, this is gonna be like a 2-hour video. Next time I'm just going to draft mono red so it can be done with one way or the other very quickly. Okay, pretty solid hand. Don't have the second blue source yet, but Mox Emerald and Balance are really good friends. Hopefully we can draw Mox Diamond this turn. That would be amazing. That is technically a Mox Diamond. Okay. Or I could just go get top. We'll see. We shall see. Kinda like getting diamond. I kinda like getting coarser too, but diamond gives me the double blue. If it resolves anyways, which it did, very nice. And we're just gonna pass here. Fast bond. Alright. We'll play it out. Gonna wait to balance to where I can also hold up the drain, since obviously we don't want to get countered, but it's looking pretty good really soon. Okay, there's a land. So, I think we go for it. I think we land balance here. This is going to make them discard 4 cards and sacrifice 1 land. If it resolves. And even if they try to counter this, I mana drain and then I have 1 fewer card in my hand. Ooh, did I make a mistake though? I did. I forgot to do this in my second main phase again. Now I'm going to get 3, like if my mana drain resolves, I get 3 floating mana on my second main phase and nothing to do with it. Oh, okay. They remanded my mana drain though, and not their Force of Negation, which is a little bit surprising. Huh. So they get a free turn here. Hopefully they don't do anything too busted. Pass is great. Okay. I guess I'm just gonna jam out the Gargaroth and hope it's good enough. Don't think sitting back on mana drain favors me. I think that favors them, so I think we want to just play out the pressure while they've already used 2 counters. Oh, they've got a Confluence. Alright, well, that ended up poorly for me. Dang, they have so many counters. This just has to be a really bad matchup. Yikes. Okay, top was a good draw. Cultivate, Force of Negation, Mystic Confluence. All right, let's leave Force of Negation on top so that we can draw it and mana drain plus Force if we need to. Hardcasting Gush. Oh, this is such bait, but I get 5 mana with it. Alright, I'm just going to counter it. I get 5 mana next main phase. So that's got to be worth. And if they really do something scary, I do have Force of Negation on top that I can draw and pitch the Sphinx if need be. My issue here is I'm a little bit stuck on blue mana. Okay, well that doesn't really matter. That's fine. So I get 5 mana next turn? Hmm. And again, nothing really to do with it. Because I want to draw these cards, but man, I just let so much mana float away. Alright, let's spin the top first, I suppose. God, this feels so bad if I just pass, but it also feels really bad running the Sphinx out into a counter spell. But they didn't have it last turn, so we'll just jam and hope. Okay, nothing? Ah, the sword. And remember, I cannot draw this. I cannot draw the what's it called? Force of Negation and cast it for free because I can only do that on their turn. Boo howdy. Boo howdy boy howdy. Okay, I think I probably have to draw the force and counter that. It's too bad. A lot of counter spells gone now, though, this game. Harmonize. Alright, Harmonize is going to be a good draw next turn. They still have regular counterspell in their deck. Somewhere. Uh-oh, this is a lot of mana. Oh, Gideon. That's not that bad. I mean, it's bad, but as long as they don't have counterspell, I just need to find my upheaval. Time Warp's good. Play the land, spin the top. Nissa. Can I draw Nissa next turn? Let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5, 2. I don't think there's a way I can add 5 mana. I don't think I can Time Warp Nissa next turn. That is a fast clock. Ow. Big ol' owie. If I draw the island, then I have 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 2. No, I don't think that works. Very interesting. And I don't want to get rid of my top either. Yeah, I needed like a tropical island here really badly. I could cultivate into... No, it's too many tap lands still. So awkward. So very awkward. Because I want to keep the top, so I don't want to draw the land off the top unless I could also time warp this turn. You know? I guess what I can do is this. I can cultivate. Let's grab double island here. And then I can blind draw with the top to see if we hit a land. Well, that's interesting. Because if we had hit a land, then I'd be able to time warp after this. But Courser Fastball on top is really good. I mean, they have 3 cards in their hand still. I'm guessing they just animate Gideon and bash me for another 8. Yeah, we just have to fade another counterspell, really. I don't think there was a better way to play that turn. Maybe there was. But I don't think just time warping accomplishes all that much, even though we know we draw a land. I think we want to wait to time warp after we have the Nissa on the battlefield, if possible. Oh, yikes. Well, if they have counterspell now, we have a big problem. In fact, we'll just be dead if they have counterspell now. Soulfire Grandmaster counterspell is big game over. All right. I mean, I guess I'm going to start spinning the top a little bit first, since I have Courser Fastball on top. What is this? Oh, Torrential Gear Hulk. Okay, interesting. So they're going to counter my top. Sure. Okay, so can I Nissa plus Time Warp here? I still don't think I can, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 2, no, that doesn't work. Nissa 2, 3, 4. I'm 1 mana short. Any way I cut it. Right? Maybe I'm just completely stupid here. I might be missing it. 2, 3. Yeah, I just don't think there's a way I can add double blue. Am I missing it? 1, 2, 2, 3, 4, 5, 2, 3. No, it's still missing double blue. No, I think I just have to time warp here. There's no other way around it. There's the upheaval, though. Okay. We did it. We freaking did it. So now I cycle. Draw the upheaval. We might as well play the land off the top. It's a free roll with Courser and Fast Bond. Oh, I think we did it. I think we freaking did it. Holy smokes. Yes! Oh, we did it! And remember, with Courser, we were going to be able to play all of our lands out, because the Fast Bond, even though it deals me 1 life, deals me 1 damage, the Courser regains it, and then I play the Nissa. Oh, yes! Yes! Okay, 2-0. Let's see if we get 3. Alrighty, here we are for the 3rd and final round after that freaking nail-biter of a second match. We're on the draw here with a fine hand, though slow. Uh-oh. And our opponent is on green, so they are going to come out hard. Let's play Sanctum. Let's ponder. Let's try to find like a Fast Bond or something. Balance would be great. That's not bad. Yeah, that's not terrible. I think I'm going to keep those on top. Because next turn I get to play Courser, or hold up Hardcast Force and Miscalc. That can't be awful. Coalition Relic. Do I want to force that? I think we do. I think we force that to take them off mana, and then I can just ignore them and do my game plan here. So we know we have a land on top, but we can't play it. But next turn we get to Harmonize, and we've taken them off of 2 extra mana this turn. So that seems nice. Okay, they're blue-green. Color combination I fancy. Hopefully they don't just natural order something disgusting. Just be something like a Master of the Wild Hunt. Or the Garruk that makes wolves and not untaps mana. Okay, well, we'll take the Garruk, but I said the one that doesn't untap mana, ideally. Oh, they have a Time Walk! Okay. Well, a big part of this is going to be versus on the play as on the draw. Like, if I were on the play this game, this is certainly much easier, but I mean, in Vintage, man, these things snowball out of control very quickly. They could cast like a Primeval Titan here. Oh, they have Time Walk and Mox Jet. Vivian, they can kill my Courser. Okay, they're just digging, though. Yeah, I guess they only have 1 card in their hand, so probably best for them to dig. Alright, well that wasn't that bad, all things considered. Chalice on top of our deck. Let's play the land they know about. Let's just harmonize here. Unfortunately for me, they're going to see all of the cards that I draw. Let's attack Vivian. ideally they, for some reason, ran out Master of the Wild Hunt, and then I can get Oath of Druids. Oh, I guess they have Vivian to kill Oath of Druids, too. Maybe that doesn't even work. Oh, there's the prime time. So what do we get sideboard versus them? Nothing really. We just need to hope that they don't have a very fast start and that we can balance, I suppose, is our ideal scenario for these games. It's also possible I'm supposed to cut the Oath of, or rather cut the Courser of Krufix if I'm all in on like the Oath plan. All right, land. I guess we just time warp here while we have a chance. Draw the Nissa. Time walk a little bit better than time warp, as it turns out. Play the land off the top. And what can I do here? I guess we... I guess I Nissa... Oh, actually I could Chalice. No, I want to Nissa... I mean, they have Vivian, which just kills all my stuff. But I was thinking of not using Nissa this turn so that Oath of Druids works. But then I guess they can just kill the Oath anyway, so I might as well. I don't know. It's all pretty bad. Pretty awkward Oath of Druids with my Nissa and Courser of Krufix. But, like, we don't want to draw the Emerald next turn, so if they don't kill the Oath, my hope is that we get to activate the Oath and then maybe draw, like, Upheaval or something to get us in this again. Not looking good, though. All right, land. What do you have? 5 mana, 6 mana, 7 mana. Oh, they did kill the Oath of Druids. Wow, I wasn't even paying attention. Yeah, so Vivian takes care of the Oath of Druids. And then the opponent has a... What is this? Green Sun or maybe a... Finale or something. Yeah, Green Sun for 7. Gets Avenger of Zendikar. I mean, we know we're drawing Mox Emerald next turn, so there's not much we can do. And they just have Garruk Overrun available, so I think this is a scoop. And then just don't even show them any more information. Because these 2 cards are dead in my hand, and we know we're drawing a dead card, so... I think it's better to scoop there before revealing any more info. There was no way out of that. Yeah, this is gonna be a hard match for us unless I get a really good balance. I mean, the Upheaval is gonna be pretty awkward versus them because they have so much fast mana as well. Like they had a Mox, they had at least 1 mana dork. I'm sure they have more. So we're gonna need to position ourselves and get really lucky. I'm gonna leave the Courser in because it's too good with Fast Bond and Upheaval. Like, that's one of the few ways I think we can do it. But, all right, let's saddle up and go to game 2. Okay, here we are for game 2 of the final round. Our hand is awful. Go to 6. Our hand is keepable. I think I might need to keep the Nissa. So let's pitch the Search for Tomorrow. All of these 3 cards here are pretty nice together. So if we can just dig for some lands with Ponder, that would be ideal. And we didn't see a single land, so we're going to shuffle that away. That is absurd. The odds of redrawing Search for Tomorrow there, holy moly, after shuffling with Ponder. I mean, thankfully we did find a land, so I can Chalice on 1 here, and then play the top afterwards. That was, come on though with that draw. Okay, they have no green. Oh, but they still have plays. Darn it. Darn Coalition Relic into the Elf. Yeah. So let's go ahead and spin the top on upkeep. Ooh. Kind of want to draw that. Yeah, let's draw the Courser. Let's draw the Courser, draw the Forest, play the Courser. Because now we have the top and Courser active, so hopefully we can ramp. Please no turn 3 Primeval Titans. Aw, please no turn 3 Vivians. Man, if I had a land here, we could just attack and kill the Vivian. That would be so good. All right, let's top. Let's search for an island. And just pass and spin. Man. No me gusta. No me gusta. Okay, Avenger, 2, 4, 6. If they have a land, they can play that. In fact, we probably want them to do that if they can. Our sequence here, ideally, is Nissa, balance, animate land, kill Vivian. If we draw land, we have that play available. Oh god, please. Just need to see a land in the top 3. It can't be that hard. Nice. All right. Island works. Oh, no, it doesn't! Island doesn't work. It needs to be a... It needed to be a green source, but I can't do it with Thicket. No! No! Oh, I'm so stupid. Because now if I Nissa and animate Savannah, well, then I have a creature. I mean, I guess there wasn't a way for me to do it, was there? Yeah, without finding a forest on top, there wasn't a way for me to do it. So the question is, do I wait another turn? Do I just draw the Thicket and play the Thicket out? I guess I'm going to. I could just balance here and it would be fine, but I don't think it's good enough. Could I die this turn? Sure. They could have Craterhoof or something. Okay, that's good for us. No, that's bad for us. Does Primetime kill me? 2, 4, 6, 8, 13, 14. It doesn't quite kill me. Unless they have another fetch in their hand. If they do have another land in their hand, I go to 1 life, I believe. Okay. Okay. So set up. We're good. We can make them discard their hand, too. So. Slam Nissa. Land. Play the top. Add white. Balance. There we go. They sack all of their creatures and discard their hand. Nissa animate land. Attack Vivian for 3. Woof. Still in it, ladies and gentlemen. Still in it. Ewit, Opposition, Green Sun Zenith. Holy moly, those were good hits. We're still in it, baby. They do get a card for the turn and Vivian activation, but there's hope yet. Please, just find land. No creatures. Land. Land. Concede. Woodfall Primus? No! My poor Nissa. Oh, that's right. And we're drawing crap. No. I mean, drawing Kozilek would have been good if I still had Nissa to allow me to cast the Kozilek, but alright, I guess we draw the Oath of Druids. Damn, why did it have to be that one? Back to the pits I go, I guess. Alright, draw the Oath. Take a look at the top card. Time Warp. I think we wait on that. Yeah, so we order Time Warp last, Kozilek Sanctum. Cast the Oath. Pass. They can't kill my Oath this turn. If they attack, I get to block. And then we get to Oath of Druids into Kozilek, draw Time Warp, and maybe can win from there. Although there's a very real possibility that they just decide not to attack, right? Like, they wait a turn and then Vivian down the Oath of Druids. So we do want them to attack, and if they play it, maybe it's not correct, but smart. Because it is a little bit risky for them to do so. I don't know. We got outs. Nice. Okay. We got outs. We're not dead. Technically. The best kind of not dead, I hear. Alright, Raphelos. Birds. Yes. So let's make sure this is in the right order again. So we want the Sanctum first, so it mills. Then we hit the Kozilek, and then we draw the Time Warp. Beautiful. Alright, Oath of Druids triggers. Puts the Botanical Sanctum in the graveyard. Kozilek in hand. Now we time... Wait. They can sack the Primus to the... Oh, no, wait, I can't attack this turn. That's right. So, fire off the Warp. Spin the top. See if there's something good. Okay, so we hit Progenitus. I don't think we want to draw Isle or mana drain. Those both seem... Well, I guess drawing the mana drain might not be awful. Interesting. Very interesting. Because they don't have the kill on the board. Okay, yeah, you know what? I'm going to keep the drain. So, drain last, Progenitus second, Shelldock Isle first. We're going to Oath past the Shelldock Isle now. Get Progenitus. Draw mana drain. Spin the top. There's the Upheaval. Upheaval actually not good. They just get to replay everything first. Maybe there's a world where I can mana drain into Upheaval. I can't attack here, unfortunately. Because they have 2 lethal attackers if I do. Also, they can sack the Primus to the Kozilek trigger. So, ideally, the best draw we could have had there was like Mystic Confluence, bounce their 3 creatures, and attack for lethal. Or, never mind, this doesn't have haste. It's something sick. Okay, Vivian gets a land. We are still in this. I wonder if they just attack with the Primus to get the Oath down. Yeah, that makes sense. That's fine. I mean, I have to block, so. Forced play there. Yep. Dead. Land. That's fine. I don't think I counter their survival. I think I let them pitch and try to find something big. Yeah, so let's just draw the Upheaval. Attacking and casting it, though, doesn't do anything. So now we pass. And if they get like Crater Hoof or something, then I might be able to Upheaval into Kozilek. That requires 16 mana though. I would have 8, 9, 10. Oh, actually, I would have enough. Because with the Mox off the top, I'd have enough. I don't have to counter that. I don't know why they didn't pitch that to survival. Alright, I do probably have to counter a natural order. I'm going to guess they have like Crater Hoof in their deck. What a weird game. Alright, so now we're going to get 4 mana floating. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 mana. Ah, that's so much wasted mana. Yeah, I don't think we're going to pull this one out, though. Let's see. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 11, 12. So I'd be able to Upheaval and then Chalice for 3, but then they go like turn 1 Bird, turn 2 Raphaelos, or... Yeah, see, that just doesn't work. That's not a winning play. So let's spin and see what the last card underneath is. Please Mystic Confluence one time. Oh, yes! Okay. Holy smokes, we can do it. And now we attack for lethal. Holy moly, we did it. Ooh. Okay, game 3. 2-hour-long draft plus. Opponent's deck. Really good versus mine. But can we pull it out? Holy smokes. Those were some crazy lines, too. We got very lucky that we hit Kozilek into Time Warp, and then they played more creatures out so I could Progenitus as well. Okay. I'm pumped. I'm debating whether I want the Gargaroth. It's actually good versus... fine versus them, I should say. Get hype, get hype, get hype. I'm gonna run it back. Let's go. Let's go, baby. Round 3. Game 3. Vintage Cube. Oh no. One land in this hand was great. And I almost legitimately want to keep this hand on the draw too. Because one land unlocks Diamond, which unlocks Ponder, which should unlock other mana sources. Oh. God, just one land. Oh, we'll go to 6 though. This hand is very sad, but fine to keep. Pitch a Forest here. We have turn 1 Suspend, Search for Tomorrow. If they do something crazy, we can Force of Negation, pitching Mana Drain. Okay, Sanctum was an amazing land draw. Because that means we might have Mana Drain available next turn with another blue source drawn. Although I don't know if there's much I'd want to counter on turn 3 from them unless they... Oh, baby! Yep, I think we have to. We're not guaranteed double blue for 2 more turns, and Mana Crypt can just unlock way too many fast potentials. Sucks losing the drain, but I think that's a necessity. Ooh, now we have Miscalc open. Miscalc their next play into Harmonize. Okay. Good draw. Library? Nope, don't want that either. And they missed a land. Okay, man, this is where Gargaroth would shine, but beggars can't be choosers. Let's get the island. Yes, yes, yes. We have a potential Nissa next turn. Come on, deck. Oh man, Nissa upheaval. Come on, deck. If they brick one more turn, I think we got them. Oh, they did. Oh, they freaking did, ladies and gentlemen. Nissa into Kozilek. I'm not even upset that the opponent's getting mana screwed this game. Although, no, never mind. They didn't get mana screwed. They had Mana Crypt and stuff, and I just had the perfect answers. 2, 4, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Yeah. So attack for 3, and then we get to Kozilek GG. Oh, man, this draft has got me hyped. Turn 5 Kozilek hardcast in my deck. Oh my god. We did it. We frickin' did it. Oh! Yes, ladies and gentlemen, yes! What a frickin' draft that was. I am... Oh. You know, people often ask me, what are your win conditions? Or how, you know, but... This deck was a lesson in stubbornness, perseverance. Oh, okay. Great way to end it. Hopefully you guys enjoyed this draft. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to check out all of my other content here on the Card Kingdom YouTube channel. And don't forget to check out the Card Kingdom site while you're at it. Tons of new magic, accessories, and cards there. And of course, you can catch me on my Twitch stream at twitch.tv/NumotTheNummy. Thanks for watching. We'll see you guys next time. Wow.